This is not your normal discussion where we talk about the hard topics uncensored and unfiltered. This is not your normal discussion where we talk about the hard topics uncensored and unfiltered. This is not your normal discussion. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Natural Normal Discussion. I am your host, Queen Pedii.
I'm Tryst, hoping you're dodging the summer's fist.
And I'm your boy, Kenny.
All right. So I'm hoping everybody had a good week. Unfortunately, I did not. I found out one of my friends passed away suddenly. So I want to at least give him a tribute because he was kind. He was very nice. Maxton. Yeah, I just want to say he was a good guy. And he was always kind to me, even though I literally just met him through our editor. But from the time that I did get to know him, he laughed at my stupid ass jokes and just didn't make me feel like I was a bother, you know? And it's wild because I had just said goodnight to all of them. And the next day it's like, hey, there's emergency. And we got the news that he had passed away. You guys send out positive energy to his family, Allah, and his partner, Matt, because they're definitely in need of positive energy right now. So I went grocery shopping too. Yeah, but yeah, that kind of threw me for a loop because I had just said goodnight to him. So love your friends, y'all. Love your friends. Love them. Hug them. Because, yeah. But
I mean, my week, or at least my weekend, it wasn't too bad. And also, sorry for you if the family's lost. And I hope you guys can be there together for each other to strengthen each other.
Thank you.
But yeah, this week wasn't too bad. I did finally get a Zion, like a little magazine, not a magazine, but a little booklet written out that I could pass with the food. However, watching Square Part Mutual Aid, they're not really in a financial place right now to like reimburse like the meals I'll cook right now. So I'm still gonna do them every weekend, but I'm slowing down. I'm just really gonna be relying on whatever I do pick up for food donations to the week instead of like me going out and making the long big meals. So if you guys can, I'll promote this later, but support to the organization. If you guys can also support to Cashapp, you can. If you can't, I got it. But again, just trying to keep on top of everything. So how about you, Kenny? How's your weekend been?
Mysterious. I can explain that. Not overwhelmed, but I'm exhausted. I can't even tell you the first thing I want to do. I have so much going through my mind right now. I gotta get the kiddos ready. My son, he's going away for like a month and some change. I gotta do some renovation at my home. Plus, I got photo shoots for my business brand and my photography. I got workshops. It didn't work. Then relationship. I didn't even say private time to myself. That's how busy I am. So my mind is just everywhere right now. I will tell you, I can't lie to you. I will say that it will get together, but then I'm lying to you because I have too much going on right now for the whole month of August. So yeah, it's a good thing, but it's a lot to handle.
I hope you take some time to rest and like
Yeah.
recharge your batteries. But I hope also all the energy you're putting in is gonna pay off and be worth it.
Yeah, it is. Hopefully I have time. Only time I have to myself to sleep is when I'm falling asleep while doing something, which is no problem.
That is a problem.
I mean, yeah.
I'm used to it. I do it all the time. So
Yeah,
sometimes I fall asleep and don't realize I fall asleep, especially when you drive behind the wheel. You people tend to fall asleep and don't realize that they fell asleep.
That's why you gotta do this. Oh shit, y'all can't see my. Well, just look side to side with your eyes to keep yourself. No, seriously, that's what you're supposed to do.
You need that little man sleep schedule.
Because it's called a fucking something hypnosis when you're falling asleep while driving. Don't do that, boy. If you don't take a 5-hour energy check.
No, I don't think those.
Yeah, okay, don't take too much.
It's some coffee, like good coffee, like zombie coffee or some shit like that.
You gotta put me on some good zombie coffee.
Will do.
All right.
I'll look it up for you. All right, y'all. So our topics for today is going to be the Kid Cudi incident at Rolling Loud and why do fans feel entitled to do and say whatever they want to celebrities. New York City correction officer Dion Middleton charged with the murder of 18-year-old Raymond Chaluisant over his toy water pellet gun. And do you think that the school should bring back debating classes and clubs? Also, if you have noticed, we are missing 2 people. Nina is in Puerto Rico and she is visiting her familia. And I'm hoping that she'll be on next episode. And Glenn is sadly out. He's not feeling too good. All right. So a word from our sponsors.
Artemis of the Dodecatheon is a fantastical whirlwind of action, strong characters, mystery quests, and a lot of drama. 4.9 stars on Inkit. Purchase it on Amazon today. A to Z Creations is a Black woman-owned business that creates customized items such as rolling trays, clothing, tumblers, glasses, bags, jewelry, and more.
All right, you guys, we are back. And our first topic is about the Kid Cudi Rolling Loud incident and entitled Disrespectful Fans. So if you guys have been living under a rock and don't know what happened, Kid Cudi was performing his set at Rolling Loud and sadly, Kanye West fans were throwing water bottles at him. One of them hit his face. And that is when he said, hey, if somebody else throws something up here, I'm ending my set. I'm leaving. And this dumbass, who's actually on camera, threw the bottle up there and ruined the Rolling Loud for the people that did want to come and see him. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Why do y'all feel like y'all can do that to people? Like, at the end of the day, celebrities are human. Like, and he's already talked about depression, like having depression in his mental health. Like, what are y'all doing? That is not cool. And even with what's her name? Doja Cat had the whole thing where she went to, I think it was Brazil, and she went to her hotel. The people came to the hotel a day before she was supposed to do like a meet and greet, expecting her to hang her ass out the window in a storm. Okay. No. And then like they got mad because she said something about there was nobody there. when they were supposed to actually be there, and they attacked her. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why are we doing this to humans? Like, stop throwing things. Stop being disrespectful. Like, this is not how we should be treating people that are being paid to entertain us. So if any of you guys have anything else you want to add to this, go ahead.
I mean, I understand why Frank Ocean is busy vibing and chilling. And he said, "You niggas not getting another album. You getting some positivity at me because I don't got time for the fuckery." And like you said, these are Kanye West stands, and Kanye and Kid Cudi had beef over Kid Cudi still being friends with fucking Pete Davidson, which is like, come on. It's not like he became friends after the fact just to spite you. Yeah, I was all chilling, all happy to eat out together. And because you broke up and they dating, now I gotta, like, I'm not fucking this bitch. I'm not involved. Why I gotta break up the friendship? But they being disrespectful. Another thing we gotta remember too is that a lot of these, like, there's already disrespect that happens in hip hop, but a lot of these fans who are being this outrageous, whether it's Kanye fans or his fans out in Brazil, a lot of them are non-black. A lot of them are like, they enjoy the culture, but they don't respect the culture.
Yeah.
And so they have no problem throwing bottles on stage and being disrespectful and trying to see how far.
See, it was a black man who actually did throw that bottle.
Oh, well,
the one that made him actually leave. Like, he's on video. I think his name is El Jefe on Twitter, and he is just like thinking it's so funny.
I did hear some. I didn't know he was black, but I did hear something about somebody having a lot of shit to say. I should have known he was black off that, because if there's anyone who's going to be cheering on and speaking out like, "Oh yeah, that was me," it'd be a nigga like there's no crime, like you're not gonna get locked up for the shit.
Yeah, that's assault.
And it's sad that, like, again, it's not like Kid Cudi came out there and said, "Yo, fuck Kanye," and then it's like, oh, you won't, like, this is who we really here for. Fuck you. We didn't even come here for you. And they're just like on Kanye West beef. Like, he's gonna applaud these niggas. Like, they gonna get free Yeezys off this shit.
I mean, it's absolutely crazy to me, because I'm like, I've gone to concerts. I've seen a lot of different artists. Never in my life would I have ever thought to throw anything on the stage to hurt them. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, if you don't like an artist, just go somewhere else in the fucking festival. It's so much other shit to do. Like, oh, and okay. I don't know if y'all remember when the baby had a shoe thrown at him. I think that was Rolling Loud, wasn't it?
So this might just become a thing then.
So that's not cool. Like, and I don't even like the baby, but that is not cool. Like, if you don't know if you can hurt somebody, like me, you could throw something at me and I will be bruised. So, like, that's not cool. Like, that makes me afraid to really do things that would be like in a whole big group setting, concert type of setting, because y'all don't know how to fucking act. But Kenny, you got anything to say?
All right. So I like both Kanye and Kid Cudi. I like their music. I've never been to a concert. I don't think I prefer. I would like to go to a concert, but I not attend. It's not gonna end well. If someone, bump into me or whatever case may be in the So for Kanye, everybody know Kanye just the biggest fucking petty motherfucker ever. He act like a child still. He lost his goddamn common sense. So that's one thing. And I didn't really hear nothing bad about Kid Cudi, but for someone to throw a bottle and stuff like that is kind of just immature.
Yeah.
I feel as though people just see how Kid Cudi react. He reacted in a responsible way, and people are mad because they're so used to Black people acting like wild animals was though Kid Cudi gave you a warning, and
Yeah.
he stick to his warning, and he left as a grown man. And a lot of people don't like that. So a lot of people like to see believe it or not, they like to see black people react to shit like that. And Kid Cudi like, you know what? I'm too grown for this shit. I'm leaving. And he didn't give them what they was looking for. So I just feel so people are petty, and Kanye West supporters are petty. They need to go back in the crowd, wear that fucking shirt over their face that look like a face mask, and them big ass heels, boots, or whatever the fuck. They need to go back wearing the slavery clothes. That's why his clothes are like slavery clothes. They need to go back and chill. Go on with themselves, you know. His clothes was just like slavery clothes, but you know, people still support him, which is just dumb. But hey,
I think Kanye West, especially with fashion, he definitely embodies. I don't know if y'all seen season 3 of Atlanta, but that scene where that one artist that the white guy is talking about, oh, I'm gonna do like a little art house for all these rappers and everything like that, and we're gonna support them with art. And Donald Glover's character Earl is trying to tell him, yo, you getting finesse. And then the black guy keeps rolling up on him and being like, yo, why can't we finesse the way white people always finesse? Why are you trying to block my blessings? I feel like Kanye West is very much like that when it comes to his fans. He's very much got a pyramid scheme coming with his fucking clothing line. But as far as all this energy, that the disrespect, I wish these niggas had this energy at fucking protests and riots. Like, say the shit for the mosh pit. Say the shit for any protest and police brutality. Yeah. Like, if the rapper isn't coming out and saying, fuck your city, fuck y'all, fuck you if you support these people, then why are you acting this way? It doesn't make sense. They're not even provoking you. Like, stop it.
But I mean, I can see why they threw the shoe at the baby, because that was after he made the remarks about gay people and AIDS and all that stuff. So, but at the same time, I was like, oh my God, they threw a shoe at him. You know, like it was a little bit funny, but it wasn't. Like, I don't support y'all throwing shit. Okay, stop it. Stop acting like these celebrities owe you something. They don't owe you shit except for an album. Maybe. Leave these people alone. Like, if you see them in the street and they say they don't really want to be bothered, leave them the fuck alone. Leave them alone. Because then you're wondering why they're like popping off on you, and it's like they told you about 3-4 times, I just want to spend time with my family. Please let me just, spend time, like I don't understand. Oh, and by the way, that whole Doja Cat rumor about how she was saying like racist things, even though she's black, it wasn't true. It was edited. The guy felt entitled to being her friend because he knew her beforehand. So he edited that video to make it seem like she was saying things like that, when in reality, that's not what happened. If you don't believe me, look it up, y'all. Yeah. So that's another entitlement. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're ruining careers with their entitlements.
I ain't gonna style. She got some good music, She's a weirdo. I like weird people.
She's a simmer, she's a simmer like me.
Yeah, she's attractive, but in a weird way. I don't know how to explain it well, but she's not like how everybody praise Beyonce and all that. But she has her own category, and it's like she's like.
She's like Missy Elliott. I'm gonna give her like Missy Elliott vibes.
Yeah, like she's attractive, but it's just like weird.
Stuff is different. Yeah, it's weird. Her videos are different.
She's a goofball.
The song she first came out with was "New I'm a Kind."
Yeah,
yeah, definitely Missy Elliott vibes.
She's very straightforward. She like titties and ass, and she can't help it if a girl got big titties and big ass. She's gonna look and she's gonna tell you like. I'm like, damn, that's the type of person some people like, She's just very weird, but I like her music and I like her as a person,
Yeah. And I just really do think that we need to get a hold of ourselves when it comes to these celebrities. Like I said, they don't owe you shit. You don't, you're not entitled to them acknowledging you, especially on social media. Stop doing this shit for clout, because I know the fact that they were taping it, you did it for clout. You assaulted a celebrity for clout. And then the Brittany Renner thing, I don't know if y'all heard about that.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, he said that he got in her face and said something about, I guess, her ex, baby daddy, whatever it was. And so she threw the water in his face and he threw the water back. Brittany Renner should not have thrown the water, though. But also, why are you in her face, provoking her? This is what I mean. Like, y'all keep doing shit to these people. These people are human.
You know, the
Like,
thing about it, they don't understand that Brittany, her years been taken away from her. Like, her life been taken away for decades. Her family was feeding off her money, treating her like shit. And like, she finally have peace where she get married, and little by little she's gaining it. But for some reason, I think she's getting married. Brittany, you talking about Britney Spears, right?
No, Brittany Renner.
Oh, wrong person.
PGA Washington, right?
My bad. I didn't talk about Britney Spears.
Nah.
They need to say
no.
for politicians and Supreme Court justices, like, what are you accomplishing doing this to like even if you don't fuck with Brittany Renner, even if you think she's just a clout queen or whatever the fuck, like, what is you yelling in her face gonna accomplish for you? I guess drive your subscribers up on Instagram. Like, stop it. Relax.
Yeah, and it's just not okay. It's not okay to get in their face, especially with COVID still going around. Okay. And I'm like, but I don't condone her throwing that water. Yeah. That's a big no. That's a big, like, we're too old for this, Brittany. We too old. Me and you, we about the same age. We're too old to be throwing water on niggas.
Is that Love and Hip Hop?
It ain't no Love and Hip Hop. That's called Rolling Loud. It's a damn concert. You throwing water on niggas. Like, get your composure. But like I said, these people are human. At the end of the day, they are human. And they can decide to react or not react. Now, like Kenny said, Kid Cudi had a grown person reaction. Brittany Renner, childish. Okay, childish. But let's go to our next commercial. You don't think it's childish?
I think it's the immature, like, I think it's the retaliation energy, like, the thing you shouldn't do, because then you're incentivizing them to be able to do the same back to you. But it's one of those things where, like, especially if they didn't provoke you first, for you to try and provoke someone, you are asking for a negative energy.
Water in your face.
Like I said, like, what are you protesting about her right now? Like, you're just being an asshole. She ain't making policies. She ain't come out and say fuck your favorite rapper. Like, she's just living her life. She's not doing anything that affects your life for you to do this type of shit. Save this energy for the niggas taking away rights. Save this energy for the niggas passing dumbass laws in your states. Why are you doing this to Brittany Renner? What nigga is gonna suck your dick and thank you for taking on the clout queen? What are you doing?
Yes, thank you. But let's go to our next commercial break.
Artemis of the Dodecatheon is a fantastical whirlwind of action, strong characters, mystery quests, and a lot of drama. 4.9 stars on Inkit. Purchase it on Amazon today.
So for our next topic, we have out here in New York, in the Bronx, 45-year-old New York City corrections officer, Dion Middleton. He's recently been charged with murder, manslaughter, and criminal possession of a weapon because he recently shot and killed an 18-year-old Bronx kid, Raymond Chaluisant, and he shot him in the face. And he shot him in the face. Yeah, in the face. And you know he meant that shit because he actually trains NYPD on the shooting range. So it wasn't no mistake. That nigga knew what he was doing. And this is the gun he shot him over.
Yeah.
Clearly a toy, orange ass water pellet gun in sweltering heat. And mind you, here's another thing with NYPD. He's claiming self-defense because we shoot people in the face when we claim self-defense. And we'll probably have a picture in the actual thing, but this is the guy that sadly lost his life. But the thing that I find so crazy about this, on top of the NYPD trying to say it's a violation to own this weapon.
No, it's not.
One, it's not. And two, the Supreme Court recently overruled New York's concealed carry law. So, you know how Trump was recently saying, oh, you know, the Supreme Court, one of my victories was that they fought for gun amendment rights by getting rid of New York's concealed carry law. So technically, if niggas out here wanted to walk around with full-on real ass assault rifles, legally, we should be able to. But yet niggas are getting shot in the face. Kids are getting shot in the face over water pellet guns, plastic, clearly toy guns in the middle of a fucking heat wave. And this is why I always say about the whole gun rights situation about, you know, oh, we should all have guns. We should all be free to buy whatever we want. It's like, don't forget the element of racism here. When they make these laws and they get rid of certain laws so that they can have more rights, it always comes with backlash for us. Because in another state, niggas can go into a fucking elementary school with a fucking AR-15 and be killing children for over an hour while the police are sitting listening to children scream and cry. But here, you have a toy gun that's popular online on TikTok, and you will still get murdered over it like you were the motherfucking escaped convict from over in fucking Uvalde. Like, but what do y'all think? To me, this is just, there's more of this to come with all this extra, oh, for the white people, yes, go free. Enjoy your AR-15s, enjoy your fucking assault rifles, your American pastime, the most important freedom in the Constitution. Niggas, what is that? What is that? And to me, especially with the Supreme Court getting rid of that provision, especially in New York of all places, you don't have the excuse of saying you feared for your life. You don't have the excuse of saying, I thought it was a gun. Unless that shit is pointing in your face and it looks like a gun. And even then, unless that nigga is shooting, you don't have no fucking excuse no more.
Yeah, no excuse. But so from my understanding, from when I read the article initially when it happened, they said it's a TikTok trend.
That this type of gun is like a TikTok trend, having this because it's like beads fill water
and shooting people. So see, this is the issue that I'm having with this situation. One, y'all need to stop doing these dangerous ass trends. Don't do this anymore. It's done. Stop doing this water gun thing, because as you can see, people are fucking dying. And this is not the first time that someone has died from this either, because they said that a white boy was shooting people at the basketball court and they thought they were actually getting shot. So they beat him to death. Like, y'all need to stop it. All this TikTok shit, this stupid shit that y'all want to do to be famous and stuff. As you can see, he's famous, but he's dead and he can't even enjoy being famous. Also, the gun was on the seat. It was on the seat. It wasn't even being used. This is just an example of how a lot of these cops are just so trigger happy. They like, my thing is, how did you see it, sir? Why were you watching him, sir? Was he doing something? No, probably just sitting in his car. My thing is this: if it's not in their hand, you don't need to be even worried. Like, my thing is this: I can look at that and know that that is a toy gun. That's a toy. And it reminded me of when I was about maybe 8 or 9, and me and my brother had water guns. And in my neighborhood, like, we were just, going around the neighborhood, just like shooting each other with the water guns. And I remember this older man, like maybe in his 60s, he was like, you guys shouldn't have those. He said, it's really dangerous to have that. And me and my brother kind of looked at him because, like, we don't live somewhere where, like, police are just, like, all over the fucking place. And, like, we're, like, we're little suburb kids. We don't know. And as I've gotten older, I now know what that man was trying to say. He was trying to say, hey, be really careful, because someone can say you have a gun and can shoot you over a water gun. Go ahead, Ken. Go ahead.
All right, so when I was younger, I used to play with the Nerf gun, the little big tank with the, I used to play that. And for some reason, I used to whack people with it and whatever, playing. But for some reason, I feel though like I stopped playing with it for I just feel uncomfortable. But I know it's a couple of times that the kids will be like pick up a gun, like, oh, can I play it? And instantly I snap, like, put it down, don't do it. Put it down.
Yeah.
Or throw it in the garbage. Like, why? It's a new one. I don't want nothing to happen to any of the kids. My kids, anybody else's kids, to be like, oh, it's just a water gun. It doesn't matter. They will still shoot you, even if it's a water gun or not.
Yeah.
And I used to look at all the kids funny, like, why you guys play? They used to play like cops and robbers. Kids play cops and robbers just to play, but they don't really know the tension. So now it's 2022. And even cops and robbers looks bad. Even if it's a game, it looks bad. So it's like, I don't want to get the kids hooked up with electronics. I want them to go outside and play. But I'd rather them it's safer in the house with me than outside on the streets. Because you can't play the games that we used to play. Like tag, or manhunt, or hide and go seek, or cops and robbers. It's something always negative. And it just ruined my childhood life. Growing up, I used to play those games, and now my kids can't play that game because of the situation that's going on now. So it's like, damn, like, I'm sorry, guys, we used to play these games, and they asked me, like, how come you get to play and it's no problem? You growing up and me growing up is different. I think by 2005 up here where I'm at, a lot of things change. So that's why I had to let them know, like, things change. You can't play the games or say certain things of what we used to play or what we used to say, because now it's an air trigger anybody. Oh, pal, oh, he said such and such. Oh, he had this such and such. It's a weapon. I feel threatened. It's a fucking kid. Why do you feel threatened? He's a kid. So yeah, I don't like take away kids' childhood life, but I just they're more safer in the house or around me than anything,
I mean, this like the past weekend after, like just before I seen the story, last Friday I saw there was gonna be this thing where I want to say in like Crown Heights, there's this other mutual aid group. I was trying to find the picture they had. I forgot the name of it, but they were throwing like a little water gun fight thing for like all ages with balloons and water guns, like come through and play. But then I saw that story and was like, you know what? Let me keep my ass home instead of traveling to Brooklyn. But again, that's sad. That think about it. We're giving niggas more freedom to own fucking real ass guns.
Yeah.
And carry real guns. And there are motherfuckers like in fucking Brooklyn, there's a story I want to do about this guy called Brian Fox who's running for city council, and he's a part of like this movement called Keep Bay Ridge White. Yeah, yeah, like fascism's going all over, even fucking New York. But you have motherfuckers like that. If they wanted to, they can have fucking guns at these type of protests that they're trying to do in neighborhoods. But yet, we have to worry about ourselves and our children and the neighborhood kids and all that fucking losing their lives over toy guns. It's fucking sad. Like,
Yeah.
two Americas for real, for real.
Yeah, and it just reminds me of Tamir Rice, to be totally honest. Like how he ran up and just shot the little boy. Killed him.
It's called a
Just
20-year-old man.
no, hey, put the gun down, nothing. Just and that's it. Like I'm tired. I want my children to be able to like live, you know, like they shouldn't have to be like, oh, I want a Nerf gun. I can't get you a Nerf gun, even though I got Nerf guns. But you know, like they would have to play in the house, you know, but not water guns, because y'all ain't wetting up my damn house. So
maybe in the backyard.
You said what?
Maybe in the backyard.
Even, you know, with the Karens nowadays, the backyard is even dangerous, you know. So I really wish that everything was different. You know, people weren't so scared for their lives over toys. Like, let's think before we react, you know? Like, can we do that for once? Instead of just shooting people? Like, why is it that our first initial reaction to things is to shoot? Like, we have a horrible obsession with guns here. Like, why is it that no other country, well, why is it that the European countries, you said what?
No other like industrialized nation on our level has go through this.
And like, because I was gonna say Syria and
mind you, this is a guy who trains other cops how to shoot. So who knows?
And that's so crazy. That's why I'm like, sir, what the fuck are you doing? Now you're being charged as you're going to be in jail for the rest of your life. This is not manslaughter. This is murder.
You don't have the protection of the complexion.
Yeah, exactly, sir. What did you think you were doing? Like, you're not protecting people from water pellets. It's Ubies or Orbeez or whatever the fuck those things are called. That's all it was. Orbeez. But like I said before, stop doing these dangerous ass TikTok trends. We're done with it. Stop it. Y'all ain't white. Okay? Your complexion does not give you the reason to fucking do these damn TikTok trends that involve toy guns, stealing cars, all this stuff. Stop it. Stop it now. Let's take our break.
Artemis of the Dodecatheon is a fantastical whirlwind of action, strong characters, mystery quests, and a lot of drama. 4.9 stars on Inkit. Purchase it on Amazon today.
All right, so my topic that I decided to do is, do you think that the school should bring back debating class of clubs? And I think they should, especially now that these younger kids now, they're too, how to say, sensitive or too trigger happy or too angry or can't handle
I said bored.
Yeah, bored, or they can't handle a certain conversation. Like, for instance, like if we're say that we're all young, we say we're in our teenage years. Let's take it back. And we in class and it says, hey, let's talk about how can I say it? I'm picking a good topic. Who should be the captain of softball, whatever case may be. And I'd be like, hey, let's pick Queen. And someone could be like, no, we can't have Queen. Why? You know? And it's like people feel as though like, and then we have a discussion about it, why we should or we shouldn't have Queen as a president. Yeah. I mean, captain, keep saying as a captain. And they're like, oh, you know, they give you the reasons why. And then our reasons beats their reason, and people understand and people get mad, like, oh, no, that was just on the third. And then when it's time, you know, game sports or whatever, the challenge happens, and she's like captain, they're already counting like the 5-year-old kids in the fucking corner because boohoo crying because we got Queen as a leader. And you know, some people take that to the extreme, whereas though they might see Queen on the street and they might do something different. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if I explained it correctly, but yeah, I think we should have like debating so people have some type of skin to certain things, to understand certain things without taking things
like extracurriculars.
Yeah, like yeah, like some people won't take it to the left. Like I used to have debating class, and things that I said people didn't agree, and things that I said people did agree, and I understand both sides. Whereas though I understand certain things, I'm not gonna go on the street. Oh, you was that guy who was in the park. I'm gonna fuck you up, and like no, like I think we all should have some type of debating class so we can build some type of tough skin. Whereas though we understand what's that word? I can't. Criticism, I think it is, and stuff like that, positive or negative, whatever type of way, you know.
Constructive criticism.
Yeah, maybe. Some people don't understand
that. I agree. You know, like we definitely need. Hi, baby. We definitely need more stuff for these kids to do. Like all the taxes that we're paying for these schools. Where's the money going? Because one, they ain't got good new books. So like are we doing the extracurriculars? Because our editor is technically one of those extracurricular teachers where he teaches kids how to code. Like I'll say I was on the step team. My mom used to do a sewing class for my school. So like I've done like a lot of things like extracurricular wise, like piano, singing, guitar, all of it. Like it definitely kept me, you know, going forward instead of like being like, hey, I think I want to run the streets. No, I was like at home practicing my piano. Like now I can read music and play the piano. Like I don't have to sit there and try to study. I can just literally boom, 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 boom. And I've got a whole song down. That's the benefit. Like you get that skill. We need, what's it called? Home ec back, because people act like they don't know how to cook no more. Like what the hell is going on? I think millennials are like the last ones to cook.
They feel unless they got money or some type of car, they'll go out and buy something.
Let me tell you something. It's so much better to cook. It's just better to cook because you know where your food came from. Nobody else's hands have touched it. Wood workshop, like these kids don't know how to build shit. Okay. And I don't know if you guys heard about what has happened here in DC, where an 11-year-old was doing a TikTok trend where he was stealing cars. Like you can start up a Kia with a USB. Mm-hmm. And he ended up hitting a 7-year-old. Luckily, the 7-year-old is alive. Mm. But I feel like if he had something to do this summer, like summer camp, shit like that, because I did that kind of stuff. Like I went to a summer camp a lot, like a lot of years where like we did technology. I built robots. I learned how to code. I like it was a lot of things I learned to do. You know, this is what I mean. Like y'all gotta get these kids to do something else besides running the street all day long while you at work. Put them in something constructive because they're doing too much and they're killing people. Like, yeah.
I definitely value extracurriculars and also incentivizing things, whether it's like trade schools or just any other opportunity than just college debt, especially while we don't have free college.
Yeah.
But especially in recent times, I've come to, even though I wanted to be a lawyer at one point, I've come to value what you call it, debate less and less as time has gone on, because I've seen it more so as like no matter how much the Ben Shapiro's and the Jordan Petersons and the Fresh and Fits or the Andrew Tates or all these different like people who want to just like preach to you, basically, essentially, whatever their ideologies are. Even as many times as these people are debunked, they still can create this echo chamber with different tactics that you use to win debates. And debates often are just like what politicians use. It's less about like there's some value I believe in teaching how to do a debate and what you are like appealing to, whether it's pathos, logos, or ethos, logic, emotions, or reason, or ethics. But beyond just teaching that, I think we need to be teaching deeper critical analysis, ideologies, and rhetoric, and then actually how to recognize dangerous ones and how to actually like move people beyond that shit because we see a lot of like online internet shit, whether it's the alt-right, whether it's like toxic misogynist shit in the manosphere and like the black cell shit and all that shit, or all that energy type of shit.
What?
Like, for example, the alt-right pipeline.
No, the black cell?
Like basically incels. What I meant, I combined black pill with incels. Because there are people called black cells who are black incels. But I meant to say the black pills who are like basically like it's hopeless that we're gonna find women, and you might have to take women on some There's that whole movement of like the manosphere who's like we're not chads, we're not like manly men who women are gonna be drawn to. We're never gonna just get women on our own, so we might have to just take what we want if we're ever gonna have anything. And that these are ideas that are being basically reinforced on online chat rooms and forums. And you, for a lot of these things, you can't debate people out of that. Like there are some people who were debated, like watch debate streams and got into it that way. And maybe someone like Hassan can like guide people out of that with a good enough argument. But you're still relying on people relying on like somebody's cult of personality instead of like breaking down like why this idea, knock his ass out. Why these ideas are dangerous. I feel like we need more classes that really teach you how to think about ideas versus just how to fucking debate your ideas. I feel like it's important, like if there's a month in a class dedicated to ideas and a month of it goes to like how to debate and like how to like make your message appealing. Okay, but I needed to move beyond debate class because even when we had debates on here, sometimes it does get frustrating if I'm like, all right, I want to open people's minds to things. And like, you don't have, of course, I can't convert your mind. I can't make you feel what I feel. But at the very least, let's think more open-minded. But if we're talking and I'm doing all this research and I'm like burning the midnight oil and somebody else is like, actually, I didn't really research this shit at all, but here's my opinion. And then it's like, all right, what am I even doing here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, so I think it was like my senior year. One of my Black history teacher, also BC history teacher, Mr. Alston, he started this competition where we would have different topics, like historical topics, like or historical people, and we would have to debate each other. And I had fucking Walt Disney. And no. I don't think I had Walt Disney. Somebody else had Walt Disney. And I think I had the Tulsa Race Massacre. I was like, that don't even like correlate. Cause, or did I have Disney? Man, I don't know. It was, look, 12th grade was a very long time ago for me, okay?
So I remember in school back a couple years ago, high school. We had, a debate, and then we had discussion of what is right, what is wrong. Not just about the debating, but a subject was right is wrong. It turned into a debate, but it also turned into where a lot of people know people how they think, their true colors, how they think, or what should be done. It was the topic. It was about, should America, why don't you think America should be ruled by a dictator? Oh, America should be ruled by a dictator. No, it shouldn't be. Yeah, if the dictator, it opened up people's minds, but it also became a debate, whereas though people, like, I may not like Tom. Tom may not like me. And we had that discussion, and I said something that Tom said, and Tom said something that I like. That brought us together. You get what I'm saying? So it made us open up our eyes, like, oh shit, you for real, you know about that too? Like, yeah. What makes you say this and the third? Or, oh, well, I agree. I'm like, oh, me too. And then we discussed it with the teacher, the judge, whatever we call them, and people on the other side was debating with us. It was like, it was no hard feelings in the subject, the topic, but it opened up people's eyes and realized, like, just because you may not like someone, just because, what you had in past, whatever the case might be, but the way you think of other things, or think that's serious, it may be on the same level. You know what I'm saying? So I had enemies that I didn't even know I had enemies. And they came out to be close friends, cool friends with me. I'm like, why the hell you hated me, or why you was my enemy? I don't know, man. I don't know. But now I fuck with you because we think alike. I'm like, yeah, but you can't tell me why you didn't like me. You know what I'm saying? That's like one of those in school, so that me having that class, and that's why I always like to go head to head with people. I like to challenge people response if I don't understand certain things, It's not because I'm a dick. It's just that I would like to understand why you say that. Just like I would like for you to understand why I say things, and we could meet somewhere down the guideline, But it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
I think the difference. Oh, you gonna say something cool? No, I was gonna say, I think the difference is when you're like, it's one thing to debate, like, not necessarily abstract concepts, but like, should America be a dictatorship? Is there benefits to it? And like, you could still get like some people who are like, I would love that, very dangerous with the shit. But in general, like, since you feel removed from it, like, you could probably, or the type of debates where it's like, all right, who feels this way? Who feels this way? All right, switch and debate the other argument. That I feel is like helpful. But like a lot of times, especially nowadays, when we're talking about a lot of debating is debating over people's identities, people's rights, and like, of course, people are going to feel the type of way about it, especially in a time period now where like that's literally leading to people losing, like, especially when we talk about politicians, losing rights, losing laws being made specifically against them and everything like that. And like, if you look back even in American history, like there was a time period where they were debating, hey, are Black people animals? Are they part human? And like, that's how you get the 3/5 compromise and the Constitution. They're debating, should we free Black people, or is our country better off keeping them slaves? And that we didn't get our freedoms off of debate. We got it off the Civil War. And a lot of rights for all different groups, whether it's women's suffrage, disability rights, gay marriage, gay recognition, all these other things, like civil rights, it didn't come down to like us being able to debate better. It came down to riots and protests and like basically putting pressure on your government. Like, you had orators and people who gathered people to them and were able to speak to these, like, their needs and causes. But again, that goes deeper than just debate and more so into like ideas. So there is something to debate and knowing how to, like, whether it's like what combination, because you're not gonna just talk facts and get people to agree with you, but it's a combination of what is the ethical, moral thing, what kind of like combination of facts and combination of like appealing to people's hearts and emotions. That like that's the important thing to learn about debate. But that's why I say I want there also to be critical analysis that's taught so that we can destroy terrible ideologies and move our country forward versus like we're just arguing the same shit again and again and it's taking us nowhere and it's helping us regress further like we're having right now in our country.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I had to give big ups to my professors when I was studying law. Because they definitely helped me fine tune how to debate because like I have anxiety. I'm gonna be honest. Like sometimes I will forget exactly what I'm getting ready to say or you know stuff like that. But they helped me. Like I had a judge for a professor and I had a professor that worked at the Pentagon. They taught me well. So it's I think that it's definitely a good skill to have to be able to like convey your ideas and your thoughts in a way that is not aggressive but it's informative, you know. So yeah.
As long as you remember to respect boundaries, because that's often like I said, often like a lot of debates come down to, ooh, they caught you in a certain trap, or like they gish galloped and talked a bunch of shit, and now you're putting out all these little fires, whatever. And it's like tactics that are used by different people who don't argue in good faith. But if it's learning how to do it in good faith, then I think that's better.
Yeah, and like I said, parents like find these summer camps where you can put your kids in there. They can learn art and music skills and different things because these kids need guidance. They're bad. They're bad as hell. Okay, like Gen Zers.
They're not all bad. Some of them, I wouldn't want to have to spend time trying to like babysit. But
let me tell you something. I'm a great aunt. Okay. I'm 31. I am a great aunt, been a great aunt since like 20 something. My great niece told me to shut up. Okay. And I almost knocked the black off.
How old is she?
She's 4.
She's 4.
No, she does this to a lot of people.
Yeah, but that's how she knows how to set her boundaries. You know, terrible too.
She was about to get her boundaries busted. That's what's going to happen. She's a Gen Zer. She's a baby. And she told me to shut up because I was like, bye, I'm sorry. You know, have a good day. Shut up, bitch. Like I
would just be like, all right, I'm taking my goodbye back. Bye.
Like I forgot. She needs to not hang around grown-ups because the issue is that my niece hangs around people that ain't cool. Sorry, baby girl, you know I love you, but you know I tell you exactly how the fuck it is. Okay,
that's on the parents.
She knows how to tell her exactly how it is. I don't care. She knows how blunt I can be. Get my great niece in check, okay? Because the next time she says some shit like that, her ass gonna be on this floor. Understand?
Now you need to hang out with them and see who the fuck is saying shit up around her. So
it is. I ain't even gotta I know who it is.
Yeah, check them.
Oh no, it's my niece and her friends. She called my niece a bitch.
Oh, we'll see. But she learned that from somewhere.
All I'm saying is get these kids into fucking shit.
So they will talk shit. But they learned that shit from somewhere.
I'm just like but I just say that to say, look here, y'all. Get these kids around better representations of humans. Okay. Because this ain't working. Like I said, I love my niece. to death. She's like my sister. We are very close in age. And I love my great niece. But Mimi, I almost killed your daughter. I almost killed her. But no, seriously, get her into something else. Or I mean, shit, maybe I'll just put her in something, but this isn't working. It's not working. These kids are disrespectful. They're hanging around the wrong people. It's not working.
At least try to fight so that nobody try to beat her up for saying shut up.
Oh no, she gonna get her ass. Because she gonna say the wrong thing to the wrong person.
You teach a kid how to fight so that they can back up. You know,
I'm pretty sure she can fight. My niece can fight.
Shut up. And then,
my niece can fight. I'm pretty sure her butt can fight. I'm pretty sure she can fight like her mama. But yeah. Put your kids in extracurriculars so they can do something with their lives, please. Okay. And not be telling grown-ups to shut up. All right. All right. Let's go to our next commercial break.
Artemis of the Dodecatheon is a fantastical whirlwind of action, strong characters, mystery quests, and a lot of drama. 4.9 stars on Inkit. Purchase it on Amazon today.
Alrighty, you guys, it is time for promotions. So as you guys know, I am still doing the fundraiser of walking 25 miles with Grandpet for leukemia and lymphoma. But yeah, I want to make sure that, you know, you guys donate. Please donate, because there are a lot of people out here with leukemia and lymphoma, and they need your help. Also, I am dropping, if you've been on my Instagram, Twitter, or my Facebook, you will see that I am saying that I am dropping something on Friday, which technically this is when this is going to drop. But I am dropping my new shoe line, Queen Pedii.
What's it called? Pedii by Pedii?
Pedii by Pedii. Queen Pedii by Pedii. So basically, I'm making my shoes. They are Italian leather, Italian suede. I have unisex sneakers. I have heels. I have boat shoes. And I'm going to be making more. I will be debuting a men's shoe and a women's shoe every 3 weeks. And you guys have to buy at least 7, or well, not at one time, but I need 7 orders in order for you guys to get your shoes. Okay, so 7 orders, share it with your friends, please. Okay, and I'm also here to promote Boxy, a home decor subscription service that ships beautiful items to your home. If you hate going to the store and not being able to decide on what to get out of all the choices, then this is definitely the subscription box for you. Use my code 10 off Queen Pedii, that's also linked below in the description box, for $10 off your first box. Next, I want to promote my book, A Puppy Journey, Rampet's World. It's about my emotional support animal and how she saw the world through her eyes. You can purchase it on Amazon for Kindle. Last, I want to promote my blog, Queen Pedii Writes. You can find articles, craft videos, reviews, and more.
As usual, I'm promoting Believe New York. So they're actually looking for volunteers if you're in the New York area. And if you just want support, there's also an email, but they're starting up an environmental action team that's looking to implement progressive solutions to the climate crisis that's happening on our planet and improving that. And one of the actions that they're using to help start and launch that is that Saturday on August the 6th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. actually, they're going to be meeting up at the corner of Eastern Parkway and Rochester Avenue to do a cleanup of Arthur South Summers Park. So if you want to come join, be a part of cleanup, come make the effort with us. And again, that's on August 6th. And then also I want to promote Washington Square Park Mutual Aid. Like I said before earlier at the start, donate to them so that they can help me with basically doing the meals that I do on a weekly basis. And they still also have their weekly meals that they do, especially on Fridays, and clothes giveaways and all these type of trainings like Narcan and everything else. And again, help support if you like to see the Cashapp, help support what I do on Sundays with cooking. And then also for the channel, Holy Bologna Jabronis, check out some of the videos if you like what you see. Subscribe, follow, and share. And also our Discord, our link tree, hit that shit up too. Or up too. Kenny.
So I am still pouring my clothing brand, awesomeability.clothing. I'm still doing bodysuits, still hot outside, nice outside, which I don't like. But anyway, it's still nice out there, so I'm doing the bodysuits. I'm also promoting my photography business. It's still in the progress. So it's gonna be lingerie, nudity. Depends if you do it, you don't want to do it, depends on you. It's like grown and sexy type thing. I'm doing lingerie. Right now I'm doing a couple of shoots coming up on the 7th, the 11th, the 12th, a couple more dates, can't remember, I can't top of my head, but if anything, you can DM me at awesomeability.clothing, where you get more answer to the questions, or if you like to ask me anything or give me advice, you can hit me up on there. I'm also working on an Instagram specifically for it. I'm not sure what it's going to be called, but if anything, you can just contact me on awesomeability.clothing. And thank you.
So you guys, like Tristan said, hit up our link tree in our Discord. We also have a Patreon where we have different tiers that give you different benefits for this show. Please help support us. We need it. Also, by the way, you guys, so we are going to be doing the after show every other week now. So every other Friday, look out for the after show, you guys. And we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.